Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the newbie NB-02 Devastation's hand, or probably Devastation's hand, upgrade kit for Studio Series Devastator. You can see this is the box that comes in. Yeah, it's a nice little artwork there of Devastator reaching out for, well, I guess the Energon Universe Optimus. This is from the, because their first kit was the Megatron arm for the core class Optimus. But yeah, you can see a nice bit of some little, I guess, onomatopoeia there. Merge for the kill and yeah, again, misspellings everywhere. But yes, it's Devastation's hand up here. He's kind of a bit of a wireframe thing of Devastator on this side. The other half on this side. On the bottom, there's nothing. On the back, there's pictures of the actual hand bits and some of the stuff we can do. And yeah, that's the box. There are no instructions because it's pretty straightforward how to, swap them over. But it does come with a little, like weird, kind of blueprint card thing, which is kind of neat, I guess. Yeah, I got a little stuff, basically point out the different components of Devastator. And yeah, one side is like this had a little bit of that clear plastic protective film on it on one side. And yeah, this side's very glossy and this side's a little matte. So there's that. And also comes with a little I'm probably not going to use it myself, but a little sticker sheet for yeah, if you want to make it more like the G1 toy, a little sticker sheet for that if you want to do that. Probably not going to use that though, but it's kind of neat that they include that anyway. So yeah, what also comes in the box, of course, is the actual hands, which, yep, they are now fully posable hands instead of the fairly basic ones that come with the, well, Devastator by default. You can see they're like that. So, to attach them to Devastator, bring Devastator in. Yep, Studio Series Devastator is gonna, whoop. Yeah, so swap them out. It's pretty straightforward, actually. Getting this off the arm. Now right here, what you got to do is simple, well, you pop the old hand off. So, now, for the new hand, you want to make sure there's the thing you want to do. Watch here. See there's a little cutout right here? That is supposed to be where this peg right here goes. This little peg inside the arm bit, the little peg in there goes in that hand. So you want to make sure that plugs in like this. Because it's got 4 pegs. You can see there's 4 pegs in the back, and those go in the 4 outer pegs right here. Just plug that in, make sure it goes all the way in. Make sure it goes all the way in, like so. And then you can see right there. Now that will allow it to close up. At least it will anyway. Eventually it will. You also have to rotate it like this for that, but yeah, that will allow it to close up properly. See, and that will show off a little bit more of that in a little bit later, but yeah. You see, the difference, obviously. Of course, this has fully posable fingers. This one is just, just that, I remember. So, you see, the purples are actually pretty close. Not quite the same, mind you. These are, of course, that's part of, I think it's part of it is because of the different kind of plastic. Because this purple, if you see that right there, is a pretty close match to this purple right here. It's almost identical. So yeah, they pretty much got it right. It just different finish causes the purples to be different between the hands, but yeah. So yeah, swapping that again, pretty straightforward. So yeah, I'm just going to do that real quick to the other one as well. Again, pop that off. Make sure to put it on in such a way that the divot faces the peg inside the forearm. Make sure to push it down all the way. Rotate the hand around. And yeah, just attach those to as before. Attach the same way as before. Including the sometimes the annoyance of trying to get it exactly right. Yeah, and there you go. Now Devastator has posable hands, and yeah, again, like the old ones could just open and close. Here, there's quite a bit of articulation. You can see right here. It's kind of a. This is my one complaint. Honestly, it's the thumb here is a little weird because it's rather than like a ball joint or something. It's a like a hinge and a swivel. So yeah, I got this right here. You go forward and back right there, and you go outward right here. So you got that, and you can rotate. So you can rotate it around and stuff. Right here, there's a hinge here and a hinge here. So you got that, and each finger is. So you can see they're slightly offset, and you can see they're slightly offset in the how they're attached to the hand. But each one has a you can see each one has hinge right here, 3 hinges each. So they can curl up pretty well. And of course, they can actually go back pretty far as well. You can see that. And there's also again, you can see there's splay as well. So you got all that, plus you got this hinge right here, so they can basically go as much that you can basically have them, you know, one stop or whatever. And there's a bunch of that, and there's a little peg hole right there for the gun, which the good news is, as soon as I get the thumb out of the way a little bit, this gun actually pegs into this hand a lot more solidly than it did in the normal hands. The hands it came with, it's a lot more solid. It's not spinning around loose. Because you remember, yeah, if you remember, I complained about that in the original video. Yeah, you can see, yeah. Versus this hand, it's dead solid. So, big thing there. So, yeah, you can just get that on there, and then, of course, I think that's the weird thing. That's the thing is, yeah, to the hands here, the thumb here is, I'm not really a big fan of how the thumb works just because of, yeah, you kind of have to fake it a little bit. Like the thumb here, like the back of the thumb is now facing the inside of the hand just to make it look, the gun look decent in the hand. And it's not terrible. I mean, mind you, I mean, it looks fine, you know, from a distance, but yeah. So there's that. That's, yeah, it's pretty much the hands as hands. No, for transformation stuff and whatnot, yeah, it still works as before, for the most part, with the original hands. What you got to do here is you got to make sure to just curl things up in such a particular way. Mainly with this, like right here, you want to rotate in such a way that it looks like this. Yeah, you want it more or less kind of rotated like that. And then fully curl all the fingers. Fully curl all the fingers up, and then, you know, close up the hand like that. And then with that, you can go ahead and rotate it this way, and then close this up. And this right here, this will go over the peg right there. Supposed to, yeah, like that. And right here, there's still a peg on the back of the hand, which you can flip out. And hey, look, now it could still be a gun. Yeah, there's the fingers are sticking out a little bit more on the back, but it's honestly doesn't look bad. And yeah, it could still be used as a gun. You know, like that. You see right there. And, you know, the same thing on this side and everything. Just make sure to have the thumb sitting like that, and then again curl the fingers completely up to a fist. So it actually is also, by the way, a pretty decent little fist as well, most part, like that. And then again, just rotate it like this, and then close that up and that. And again, you can just flip that out. There's a nice little tab right here to get this out, and there's a little notch in the peg itself, so you can get that fully out. And again, can be used as a weapon. Although with, yeah, Scavenger, unfortunately, Scavenger's design kind of makes it so you can't hold it quite correctly, and also his elbow ball joint is a little weak, but he can hold it with the shoulder joint. But yeah, you could use the weapons. Just, yeah, be mindful it's the Scavengers. The problem is, yeah, I got this, there's not really a whole lot of peg there, and yeah. You know, there's that whole thing. If you can still use them as weapons, which also means, just get these eyes off the side real quick. And yep, they can still be stored away, you know, peg into the back of, you know, on Long Haul's trailer right there. And they'll still work just as before, no problem. You can hold on to these if you want, but yeah, it's there you go. Just fully functional as before. The only thing is, yeah, now you can see the fist kind of sticking out a little bit more than before, but honestly, it's not that bad. It doesn't really look that bad, and it wasn't like they were hiding particularly well in the first place anyway. So yeah, as a whole, these hands are pretty solid hands. If you're like me, you're not really like don't really like a lot of the extra, I guess, faff that comes with the DNA kits. Like, I do not care about a lot of that stuff. That's like, I do not care. That's a bunch of money I do not want to spend on upgrading, making marginal upgrades to Devastator, and in some cases making him worse. Particularly that weird thing they're doing with the backpacks. Oh, let's put it way up high. It looks bad. Yeah, generally these are really solid, very poseable hands. The purples match the purples of the official stuff really well. They're really easy to install, and if you don't like them, you can uninstall them really easily. Just, you know, just They peg in really tightly, but you know, if you're you can get them back out. But also the other thing is, yeah, the pan here can actually unpeg. So if you really want just the wrist extender for some weird reason, you can just do that, I guess. Sure, but yeah. Yeah, so basically that's the other thing, is they do kind of extend the wrist a little bit, but everything still works as it's supposed to. So yeah, it just is a solid upgrade overall. It's just a really solid upgrade. Everything still works pretty nicely, and it's just a good, really well done upgrade to kit. And it's very simple. It does exactly what I wanted, which it gives me exactly what I wanted, which is a simply articulated hand for Devastator. I didn't care about trying to fill in gaps and adjusting how the backpack sits for reasons or any of that stuff, and I am pretty much happy with these. Now, you can use these in conjunction with the DNA kits as well, I believe. I've seen some people are doing that because, you know, if you want to throw a bunch of money away. But yeah, these are good hands. These cost me about $20. Just, yeah, shipped. $20 shipped or so from, I bought them on eBay. Also shows these now showing them as a pre-order as well. Yeah, again, just look for the newbie NB-02 Devastation hands or Devastation's hand or whatever. That's where I found them on eBay. Again, shows he has them are putting them in stock pretty soon. They have them up for pre-order. Yeah, they're just a really solid pair of hands, and it's just like, honestly, if that's what you want, buy them. They're a good, solid upgrade, and they come with stickers as well. If you really want stickers and want to go full like toy style instead. The only thing is the stickers don't have any instructions, so you're gonna have to figure it out yourself. But yeah. Yeah, they were just really solid, and I'm hoping these guys will, these are successful enough that they actually go off and start making poseable hands for the other combiners, so like Menasor and Superion and Bruticus, because again, I don't want those DNA kits. So yeah, very solid hands, worth a pickup, recommend them highly, and they're just good. Other than the only thing, my only real complaint, honestly, is just simply the thumbs are a little weird, and you kind of have to get used to them. I wish they're kind of on ball joints, but I can also understand they might have been worried about plastic thickness or something where, you know, the ball joint would be, but they're still overall really solid. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Ko-Fi and my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.